I'm Elizabeth Puranam, and these are the headlines on Al Jazeera. The US government is suing the country's second largest bank, Bank of America, for $1 billion. The lender is accused of selling thousands of toxic home loans to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which are now owned by the government. Scott Heidler is in New York.
A lot of what happened in the lead-in to the crisis, the banking crisis back in 2008, banks were bundling these mortgages, subprime mortgages, and essentially they were cutting corners. And that's what this case is against Bank of America, the fraud case, is that they cut corners and didn't really thoroughly look into these people who were getting these loans, who were getting approved for these loans, actually could afford them. And there was a cascading effect that they would actually bundle these mortgages, these house loans, and then sell them off as different financial products to different companies like Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which are now owned by the federal government.
The UN Security Council has given unanimous backing for a temporary ceasefire in Syria. Russia says it's been told the government in Damascus will agree to the proposal from the UN Arab League envoy Lakhdar Brahimi, but some opposition groups have rejected it. Workers in Mexico say they're angry at proposed laws aimed at making the country's workforce more competitive. They've taken to the streets claiming that they'll be financially worse off and have less job security under the reforms. Rachel Levin reports from Mexico City.
These workers say that rather than help them, the reform bill will actually hurt them. Currently, workers earn on average a minimum of $5 a day. But with this reform, workers will be allowed to be hired on an hourly basis, making less than 50 cents an hour.
You can find the latest on all those stories and more at aljazeera.com.